What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Wednesday, September 16th, 2015. I'm Jeremy, talking about what you can do today to make tomorrow better. I can't believe I've been doing this almost a year. And anyway, it's September 16th, as I said. So it's in the final week of Big Brother. My secret guilty pleasure in the summer. Not really so much of a secret if you know me. Thanks to my twin sister back during the writer's strike. She'd been watching it since season 1. Always said how addicting it was. Finally, when there was nothing else on, I watched it and have been addicted ever since. And I always look at it like a human fish tank. It's like a human aquarium. You see, when people are actually cut off from the outside world, when they can't retreat to the safety of their phones and their video games and their TVs and their books and their other friends and family and other people for support, when they are forced to look within themselves and around them with no outside help, no false idols, no anything, and how they react. But more than that, it shows you, it gives you an example of just things that I feel like you should be aware of at some point. And actually, what I was going to say, today's tip is look behind the words. There's so many different ways to talk about this. No pun intended, if there was one. But basically, people say and ask things all the time, but they're not saying or asking what they really mean or want to. People say and ask things all the time that doesn't really gel with what their intent is. It's good to, especially with people that you're close to pay attention. Pay attention to how they're saying what they're saying. Are they asking you something deeper than what the question would insinuate? There's just so many layers to people's true intent, because more in the Western world and the US than anywhere else, people just hide their true meaning and their true feelings, because it's almost frowned upon if you're not projecting that everything is, everything is great, put together great. This was like part of a church sermon a couple weeks ago. But everyone just projects this, this look of, I've got it together, like I'm good. But a lot of people aren't. And while it'd be great if people just, admitted and, and looked higher for guidance and help, but also on the other end, if we as a human family, but especially to those that you actually do know, friends, family, people around you, coworkers, fellow students, whatever, if you paid attention so that you can maybe respond in a way that shows someone needs more answers than just the words that are coming out of their mouth would warrant. On the other side of that, make sure you also are using that same intuition to decipher when people are attempting to mince words to manipulate you and use you to their benefit, a la a lot of elements of Big Brother, where people will lie and manipulate to get what they want out of you. And they'll use words that sound pretty and entice you to do favors or do whatever that they need you to do. And some of those words are not at all truth. They're just in vain. They have a purpose that are definitely in the other person's best interest, maybe not yours. So always be looking for the meaning behind the words. You'll make yourself and probably people around you a lot happier, yourself happier if you find somebody trying to manipulate, other people around you happier if you answer questions that they were kind of too afraid to ask but really wanted to have answered. So pay attention, use your intuition. You'll probably realize that everybody thinks they're a little more sneaky than they really are. So slowly we take the veil off everyone's eyes and let our friends and family know that they don't need to be that sneaky, because they're really not that good at it anyway. whatever. We'll have a lot many better days and tomorrows as we all are just more open and honest with one another. Yeah, it's a great thought. Anyway, happy hump day. I can't believe there's only 2 more before I'm done with this daily thing, before we move on to bigger and better things. So the countdown is on hump days. This is the 3rd from last. Have a great one. See you guys tomorrow.